It was about 25 years ago I got involved in the pro-life arena. I have no idea how I got in there, but I did. And when I realized what an abortion is, when I saw that film, The Silent Scream, and a child was actually being aborted, and the child was running away from the forceps that was going after it to tear off its limbs, I said that this is wrong, and so I got involved. And the deeper I got involved in this issue, I came to realize there's so much ignorance, so much lack of knowledge, and some of it is convenience. They would rather not know, so they're not responsible, do not have to do anything. And I decided that we had to do something. And so we tried the best as we can to educate the man in the street, the woman in the street, the person that's not in the church, on the sanctity, the dignity, and the humanity of the child in the womb through a billboard campaign here in Florida. The billboard campaign within the state takes the whole of all the major arteries within Florida, whether it be the Florida Turnpike, I-95, I-75, I-10, I-4, US 1, A1A, and we also do bus, Metro Day Transit here in Miami. We also do Metro Rail and a number of other buses. Especially in the Miami area, we do a bilingual campaign because 65% of the population here are Hispanic. We also do a newsletter called Christian Action News, and that deals not just with the abortion issue, but predominantly the abortion issue, because a lot of people are not aware of all the stuff that is not covered in the secular press, because we're not covered. It is censored, it is biased, so we cover that in addition to the homosexual agenda as well. Yeah. People think that it's okay, it doesn't affect them if we allow homosexuals to get married. Well, there's no such thing as a homosexual marriage. A marriage is between a man and a woman. That's how God had ordained it. And it still is, because two men cannot reproduce a child, nor can two women produce a child. And so we deal with that issue as well. As Father Joe said, these are two of the main components for the folks that he saw in hell. The homosexual agenda, and those that are into either the euthanasia push, the abortion issue, attacks against life, whether it be from conception to natural death. When we put a billboard out on the street, first of all, we do our due diligence in looking at what is the message that someone can read within a 5 to 7 second speed at 75 miles per hour. So we got to keep it short and straight to the point. And so we designed the billboards to address the issue of the sanctity, dignity, and humanity. For instance, like, when does the heartbeat begin to beat, which is 18 to 22 days. And most people are not aware of that. And when you tell people, they say, oh, no, I can't believe that. And as Mother Teresa says, we're called to be faithful, not successful. I never sweat whether the billboards are effective or not. I do my due diligence in picking where they are and what the message is on there, and then I leave the rest up to God. In God's divine mercy, He uses that for His greater good. Whether it's someone who is contemplating an abortion and they see that message and they use that message and says, oh, I really can't do that. Or someone that may have had an abortion, someone who may have had is an accessory, an accomplice to an abortion, they see that and they repent. I know a lot of people that will do sidewalk counseling, and they feel bad that 7 or 8 women that went into this abortion clinic, only 6 came out only 2 came out not having had an abortion. I said, yes, but take courage. You see, God is faithful. Those 6 that may have had the abortion may save their friend if their friend in the future decides to have an abortion, because of God's divine mercy, His love. He doesn't want any one of us to perish. And so these messages, I believe, are used to change hearts and save souls. We have a Catholic station in our hometown of Stuart, Florida, Prince of Peace Catholic Radio. We launched it which was really kind of interesting. It was not planned because I happened to have been just out of the hospital, but we went on the air. No, technically we went on the air on the Feast of the Annunciation, April 25th. It was not planned, it just happened. And because of technical reasons, we were not able to actually broadcast the message until August the 15th, Feast of the Assumption. Again, 2 Marian feasts. And so it's been a struggle, but we've been on the air now getting close to about 4 years. And our broadcast signal is the EWTN Global Radio Network. We get all of their programming and we rebroadcast it on a daily basis. We can be contacted very easily at LifeCan. That's life as in human life. Can is in a can of Coke, but one word, lifecan.org, or calling us at 772-219-1144. That's 772-219-1144.